privilege and a second pleasure, and that is sort of a coming out ceremony, if you will. He wasn't recognized in high school enough, so we finally did it 25, 30, 40 years later. Listen, I'm not so sure about Seth's skills in the kitchen, but I am sure about his skills at the you guys get your minds where it's supposed to be, all right? At the Anti-Defamation League. Seth is a true leader. He has been with the ADL for so many years, and it is only fitting that at this time he has finally risen to the position of leadership that he is in now. He has a tremendous responsibility before him. His little cocoon of Miami Beach has just now grown to the entire state of Florida. We do so much work in the Panhandle, Jacksonville, Orlando, Tampa. Seth knows he's got a big, big responsibility on his plate. He is up to the challenge. The reason why he is up to the challenge is because he represents everything that the Anti-Defamation League stands for. He is a personification of who we are and what we represent. He believes in civil rights. He believes in equality. He and the team that he makes with his wife, Libby, in promoting rights for just not everybody, the gay and lesbian community, the Jewish community, the black community. I can't think of a greater leader that the Anti-Defamation can have going forward than having Seth at the helm for the next 2 years. Seth, I will tell you that personally I look forward to our partnership together. I noticed that the award that I'm giving you includes a gavel. I don't know if that's for me to bop you over the head or for me to bop, or vice versa, right, to say that. I have more hair, so it's softer on me, right? I had to get that in there. But in all seriousness, Seth, I look forward to it. We look forward to it. Congratulations. You deserve this honor. You absolutely are going to take the Anti-Defamation League in the state of Florida to new heights that we have not seen before. So Seth, it's my honor to give you this gavel as the chair of the state of Florida. Congratulations to Seth Gudensky from the Anti-Defamation League, incoming Florida chair.
Trout farm, I stocked the house here. Well, thank you for that tribute. I'll tell you, those are very touching. Now I really have to work hard. For those of you that don't know me, for those of you that do know me, you know how much I hate the spotlight. For those of you that don't know me, that was a joke. The good news is no matter what I say tonight, I'm guaranteed a standing ovation. So maybe if you like what I have to say, you'll actually sit down, then I'll know I got through to you. I want to thank Andy and Linda and the ADL staff. I got to tell you, you will not find a more dedicated and professional group of people in the nonprofit world. And it's in large part because of them that I accepted this position as regional board chair. So I just want to give a hand to them. I also want to thank Emerald for opening up this beautiful space for us tonight and for the work that he does in the community. Really appreciate it. So it's been a wonderful night, so thank you. I want to thank my friends for coming here and support of those friends who couldn't make it tonight. Your support has touched me beyond words. It's been amazing the response that I got from that guilt-ridden email that I sent out to everybody. So thank you for responding anyway. And those of you who are not yet my friends, I too thank you for coming. A lot of you drove down from Boca, which is quite a trip. I know you're here in large part for the ADL and in large part because of Emerald. But we are a nonprofit, and I'm sorry to disappoint you, but in a cost-cutting measure, I'll be doing the cooking tonight. Wow. All right. This evening is dedicated to 5 special women in my life who have shaped me and made me what I am. First, I knew this was going to happen, is the late, great State Representative Elaine Gordon, my mother. In 2 days, we will be celebrating the 10th anniversary of her passing. She was a true public servant who worked tirelessly for causes and people that no one else cared to legislate for. Her commitment to serve those without a voice, without first seeing what is in it for her, is a trait sorely missing in politics today. Next, I honor my wife, Libby. Yes, you do marry your mother. The depth of her passion and courage to bring justice and enlightenment to the world without regard for personal gain sets her apart. She builds a better community daily, and that is evidenced by our extended family that's here with us tonight. My sister Pam is with us. As a child, she shielded me from harm, and now with my brother are two of my biggest supporters. And finally, with all due respect to the proud parents out there, my two daughters, Naomi and Natasha, who are quite frankly the two greatest kids on earth. All these women inspire me and bring the best out of me. So whether I'm beating your pants off at golf, or taking money from you at poker, or arguing about the size of your bill, or making money for my partners, reminiscing about the wonderful childhood we have, I've never really taken the time to explain the ADL to you and why I'm so committed to its mission. Well, tonight I have a captive audience, and when I'm done, I hope you'll understand us and me better. Andy did a great job of explaining who we are and what we do. Now I will tackle the why. Never again. 2 words. When spoken individually, they're as inert as the gases on the periodic chart, but when thrown together, conjure up an intensity of emotions that runs the spectrum from sadness to anger to defiance to hope. The ADL makes never again a verb. A verb by definition is action, and never again cannot happen without a daily adherence to its goal to rid the world of hate and unspeakable horrors. For us, it starts with Israel advocacy. Right now, 50% of the world's Jewish population lives in Israel. We all know too painfully how the lack of a homeland put Jews in the diaspora at risk. With Israel as a home base, we've been able to thrive in relative peace and security. But without Israel and its protective blanket, we would once again be vulnerable to the atrocities of the Holocaust. This does not mean that we blindly agree with everything Israel does or the way they do it, but we will always stand beside it as it defends its right to exist. Another way to perpetuate never again is to rid the planet of hate and discrimination of all kinds, not just against Jews, but against everyone. Our mission ends with to secure fair treatment for all citizens, and we are always there if someone is being attacked or vilified due to a religious belief, immutable characteristic, or place of origin. We educate young and old alike on the dangers of hate speech, promote tolerance, educate law enforcement to recognize hate crimes and deal with them forcibly, and help religious institutions become less vulnerable to attacks. Domestic terrorism and anti-Semitism are on the rise. You need to see the chilling YouTube video of the Israeli ambassador's speech at University of California, Irvine, and the well-coordinated eruptions by the American Muslim students, and read about the desecration last week at Temple Bethel and Boca Raton for just a small reminder of the dangers lurking beneath our veneer of civility. Virulent hate has hit our shores, and we must combat it on all fronts. So why am I involved? To paraphrase from a speech my wife gave on why she's involved in gay rights, why aren't we all involved? Ridding the world of those who seek to tear down all the freedoms our forefathers fought and died for should be everyone's goal. And she added that it's up to you and me to do it, to which I add, or at least support those that do. Thanks again for being here and making this a very special night for me.
very, very much, and you can see why he is going to be our leader for the next few years.